Have you ever pondered about the intersection between the world's second largest religion, Islam, and one of the most popular animated sitcoms, The Simpsons? This might seem like a peculiar pairing at first glance, a centuries-old faith tradition juxtaposed with a modern satirical television show. Yet there's a certain intrigue in this intersection, a meeting point of two cultural phenomena that permeate our everyday lives. From morality and societal norms to the human condition, both Islam and The Simpsons tackle these universal themes in their own unique ways. Each, in its own realm, has sparked conversations, controversy and even misunderstanding. Islam, with its rich history and profound spiritual teachings, and The Simpsons, with its biting humor and uncanny ability to mirror society. As we peel back the layers, we might just find some surprising intersections. As we delve deeper, we'll discover that these two seemingly contrasting entities share more common ground than one might initially think. At first glance, Islam and The Simpsons might appear to be worlds apart. On one hand, we have a religion that's over 1,400 years old, steeped in rich history and profound spiritual teachings. Islam, a faith that champions modesty, piety, and a deep sense of community. On the other hand, we have The Simpsons, a satirical sitcom that has been on air for over 3 decades. It's a show that often pokes fun at societal norms and institutions, using humor to critique and satirize. The Simpsons, with its cast of colourful characters who often find themselves tangled in questionable behaviour, seems a world away from the teachings of Islam. One might argue that Islam, with its emphasis on moral and ethical conduct, is a far cry from the antics of Homer Simpson, who is often seen indulging in questionable activities. And who could forget Baate, the mischievous 10-year-old who is often at odds with authority? On the surface, the discipline and decorum encouraged by Islam seems to contrast sharply with Marge Simpson's constant struggle to maintain order in her chaotic household. And let's not forget Lisa, the intelligent saxophone-playing middle child who often questions societal norms. Much like the religion of Islam, encourages its followers to seek knowledge and question the world around them. And yet, despite these stark differences, there are intriguing intersections that warrant further exploration. The Simpsons, for all its satire and humor, often tackles serious themes and issues. Much like the religion of Islam, encourages its followers to engage with the world around them in a thoughtful and meaningful way. It's a fascinating contrast, isn't it? The ancient teachings of a major world religion and a modern-day sitcom known for its irreverent humor. And yet, as we'll see in our next segment, these two seemingly disparate entities have more in common than you might think. Despite these stark differences, there are intriguing intersections that warrant further exploration. Despite the apparent contrasts, Islam and The Simpsons share some surprising similarities. For starters, both have served as platforms for social commentary and critique. Islam, through its teachings and principles, has consistently sparked discussions on societal norms and values. Similarly, The Simpsons, with its satirical humor, has been a mirror to society, prompting us to question and challenge the status quo. Moreover, the themes of community, family and morality are prevalent in both. In Islam, the importance of community and family bonds, along with the emphasis on moral values, is well documented. The Simpsons, despite its comical nature, often centers on the Simpson family and their interactions within their community, subtly highlighting the same values. So whether it's the teachings of a centuries-old religion or the episodes of a long-running TV show, both have a way of making us ponder our societal norms, our values and our sense of community. As we've seen, the world of Islam and The Simpsons are not as disparate as one might think. As we've journeyed through the worlds of Islam and The Simpsons, we've discovered some fascinating contrasts and unexpected similarities. We've seen how these two seemingly disparate entities can actually offer us a wealth of insights. On one hand, we have Islam, a religion rich in history and spiritual depth. And on the other, we have The Simpsons, a long-running animated sitcom that has proven to be a sharp and humorous mirror to society. We've explored the stark differences from the profound teachings of Islam to the satirical wit of The Simpsons. But we've also uncovered shared elements, like the capacity to provoke thought and foster dialogue. The importance of these discussions lies in their ability to broaden our perspectives, encouraging us to understand and respect diverse cultures and ideas. In the end, whether it's the spiritual teachings of Islam or the satirical humor of The Simpsons, what matters most is the dialogue and understanding they spark amongst us.